In pigs, curly tail is dominant to straight tail. Curly tails are dominant, so I'm going to label that as being capital so I don't get confused. Straight tails then have to be recessive. It's the only other option, so I'm going to write that this is going to be lowercase again so I don't get confused. A homozygous recessive pig is crossed with a heterozygous pig. Homozygous recessive, these are two vocab words. This is parent number 1, so this is P1. I know that if my P1 is homozygous, it's going to be the same, and if it's recessive, it has to be lowercase. My other parent, which is going to be P2, is heterozygous, which means that my two letters are going to be different. What is the expected ratio of curly to straight tails in the offspring? So let's go ahead and fill in our key. Curly tails, according to the reading, would be capital. I'm going to use a capital T. C is not a good option here because, again, C's look the same in their capital and lowercase form, and it's hard for your teachers to tell the difference between the two sometimes. So we don't want to add any variables that are unnecessary. Straight tails are lowercase, they're recessive, so I'm going to use a lowercase t. Now I have to figure out my parents. My P1, or my parent 1, is going to be homozygous recessive, so they're going to be the same. And they're going to be lowercase. So I'm going to do lowercase t for the first parent. My second parent is heterozygous, so that means they're going to be different. I'm going to have one capital T, one lowercase t. Now I need to set up my Punnett square. So I'm going to put one parent at the top. I'll just put my heterozygous parent at the top and my homozygous recessive parent on the side. Again, whenever I do my Punnett squares, whatever's on the side I bring into the box, and whatever's on top I bring into the box. So in this case, I'm going to bring in a capital T and a lowercase t. Something to remember, we always want to bring in our capital letters first. It's just the normal sequence that we do when we're working with Punnett squares. For this box right here, I'm going to do the same thing. What's on the left-hand side of the box, I'm going to bring in. And what is on the top, I'm going to bring in. So in this case, it's going to be little t, little t. I'm also going to write down my phenotype so that I don't get confused. It makes it easier to answer the questions when it comes time to do that. So if I'm big T, little t, again, this little t isn't strong enough to overpower this big guy, so this pig is going to have a curly tail. And I have two little t's here, so I know that this is going to be a recessive phenotype, so it's going to be a straight tail. See if you can answer or fill in the last two quadrants and then figure out the ratios on your own.